Hey everyone, Megan and Coral here. We're here with Allergy Reality Kitchen to talk about cross-contamination today. We're going to give you tips, tricks, what to look out for, all about cross-contamination. It's a big topic, one that you definitely need to learn about, so subscribe to our channel, click the likes, look down in the comments for some more tips and tricks at the end of the video.
Awesome. Okay, so cross-contamination is such a real thing. Something I had no idea about when we first went on our gluten-free journey. I just did not even understand a bit of what I was in for. So today we wanted to give the best tips that I've learned, and Megan as a chef, she deals with this daily, and for other people with all different sorts of allergies. And so today we wanted to just show you a few of the items that are big triggers and big things that you need to watch out for in your own home. And this isn't just for those with allergies. This is actually for family members, extended families, cousins, aunts, grandmas, all of that, and also friends if you're making something for somebody in your school classroom, because school's now in session, that you need to be looking out for. So for all starters, let's talk about a few of the things that are hidden, but yet some of the biggest things that cause cross-contamination. A sponge. A sponge is cute. This whole little deal can be soaked up and just have tons of allergens in it. Whether it's gluten or it's, peanuts or egg or what, this is really important to stay away from. So yeah, I don't even have one in my house. We don't even need it. There's nothing to say about that.
Also, they're full of germs. Really, they're just not useful in the kitchen. So if you do want to use something to clean off your dishes, use a brush and just replace it every couple weeks.
Yeah, huge. Yeah, not months, not years, weeks. Another thing that I used to love wooden spoons on my pan. But guess what? Wood spoons are not your friends when you have allergies, as they are near impossible to get clean. And so to be able to get all the germs out, to get, and not even just germs, but the actual allergens, there's no way to disinfect an allergen. You need to have it removed. And so wooden spoons, boom, out the door. We don't need those either. I know, we're eliminating everything. Your life is gonna be so much more simple. But also another huge thing, hidden colander. So you make a regular batch of
Pasta
gluten containing pasta, right? And you wash it out, and then you're like, oh, and here's my gluten-free pasta. I'm gonna wash that out. Oh yeah, sorry, you're gonna have so much cross-contamination on there. Your food will not be safe. So colanders, if you're going to be using one, it's so important to have a specific allergy-friendly colander. So you're not even, label it, tape it, mark it, color it, have a different color, have a section where you keep all of your allergen-friendly dishes or what. Another huge one is a cutting board. Now I've learned a lot of good tips from Chef Megan here about cutting boards. Tell them what you tell me all the time.
So cutting boards is one of the things that even when you don't have food allergies, you want to replace every couple months. I know that sounds like a lot, but you don't have to go really expensive. If you can see in this cutting board, you obviously use your knife on it. So you're gonna create grooves in the cutting board. And what that does is those little grooves are great places for germs and for allergies to hide in. So you want to be able to sterilize it, put it in the dishwasher. I always wash mine first with soap and water, and then I also put it in the dishwasher to make sure it's sterilized. You never want to use a wood one for allergies. Because wood is porous, it soaks up all of that liquid or whatever you're cutting, and it just is a great place for allergies to hide. So yes, and also don't use glass, because glass will ruin your knives.
I had no idea. I don't know where I've been all my life. I have a glass one, so that also I'm gonna have to simplify my life once again and not throw it out the window because it will shatter. So another hidden place to really watch out for is like a mixer. Right here we have our KitchenAid, but any handheld mixer, anything where you can't truly get clean and throw it in the dishwasher and really get it clean, you need to be very careful. So if you're going to be cooking gluten-free or nut-free or dairy-free or whatever, be specific with also your mixers. Obviously, you're not going to have 5 different mixers for every allergy, but just
use a handheld one instead, and that's cheap.
Yes, and so that's just super important to do. I think that's like one of the hardest things for us with Chanel with celiac disease is when we go out places, people often will say, oh, I made these for her and they're gluten-free. Well, I'm here to tell you, and I hope all your friends and family are watching this too, it's not really safe for celiacs, or if somebody has a severe anaphylactic allergy with other allergies too, they're not truly safe because they have these cross-contamination things in it, and they're not trying to be rude. This is so real. Yeah. And I always thank everybody, but when the kids first start school, I let everybody in the classroom know, don't even worry about making them that specific allergy-friendly food, because first of all, it's really expensive for them if they're not normally cooking that way. And also, it's gonna be cross-contaminated, and so they can't really, my daughter doesn't even eat it, and I feel so bad. Sorry if you're out there and you've given me something, but I'll have my other kids eat it and they love it. But Chanel won't, just because she'd get too sick. It's not worth it. Yeah. So, but thank you for all those that do so much for us.
Okay, and so next we're just going to talk real quick about another place that cross-contamination is huge. In your condiments. So look in your cupboard or in your refrigerator, and your condiments are a huge place where you can definitely cross-contaminate. So one of the most popular ones is your peanut butter jar. So say, I'm making a peanut butter sandwich for my son and he isn't gluten-free, so I'm gonna spread the peanut butter on that bread and then stick it back into the peanut butter jar. Well, you just cross-contaminated that whole peanut butter jar. So you definitely want to have 2 different peanut butter jars. If you do not, if one of your family members does eat gluten-free and the rest don't. So just be careful about that. Another great thing though is I just say buy these individual little packets. They're great. They're a perfect portion size, so you can literally get a fresh knife, clean knife, spread this one on your gluten-free bread, and you're good to go.
And that one's actually nut-free too.
Yes,
so you can get them in all different brands or whatever you're needing to avoid. It's amazing.
Yes.
It's getting more and more convenient. It's so awesome.
And that's a good point too, Coral, is for people with nut allergies, the peanut butter jar and the jelly jar.
Yes.
You always have little pieces of peanut butter in your jelly. So another great tool or tip is to buy your condiments in squeeze bottles. So a lot of condiments come in squeeze bottles now. This one is jelly, which is great. You just kind of squeeze it out on it and you're good to go. Another one would be the mayonnaise and the mustard and the relish. Those are great things to buy in squeeze bottles as well. And it's just easier and more convenient and less messy.
Absolutely. And what funny that you even mentioned all this. When I go to somebody's house and I know that we're making, whatever, if they're making a chicken salad and they say, oh, it has mayo in it, I bring them a mayonnaise and I'm like, oh, just use this one and squeeze it right in. And then people pick up on that. And then next time I go to their house, I often see a squeezable one. So it's just getting the word out there and just being more safe and more cautious. Talking about going to people's houses. Sometimes when I know that I'm going to be somewhere for an extended time and I know everything isn't going to be completely safe for Chanel, I will bring my own pan. I know that sounds silly, and I'll make something simple. There's nothing like going to somebody's house and bringing a whole spread of like their whole, ruining their whole kitchen, trying to make your own gluten-free gourmet dish. But I'll bring like corn tortillas and some cheese or whatever I'm gonna make, and I'll just make a little pan of it, and so we have it fresh for her to eat too. Because sometimes you don't always want packaged foods, or sometimes I don't have time to meal prep and bring it in a cute container for her to eat. And so this is just something that I'll do on the go. I'll just bring a little pan, and I'll even throw it in my purse, and I just try not to make a big deal about it because I always try to be really positive to others about it, because it is hard. It is so hard. And being glutened is what we call it, is so rough. I just see little Chanel, when she gets glutened, she will just all night long, she'll roll around on the floor. She won't even sleep in her bed, and she just rolls and moans in her sleep. And so she doesn't even know she's doing it, but it breaks my heart. And just to show and go along with the cross-contamination, we were at my mom's house. Mom, I love you. But here's the real truth. My dad works for Sara Lee Breads. And so you can only imagine what we go through when we go to my mom's house, which we love my mom, and she does her best to make sure that everything is really safe for Chanel. And but it happens, cross-contamination is so real. So she ate some carrots with ranch. Everything was gluten-free that she was eating the other day. And before we left, Chanel had thrown up 7 times. 7 times. This was it. My mom's heart broke. She just felt so bad because she thought, what did I do? What did I give her? But it's just a real thing, and it's going to happen. But the best way we could do is just help teach and share this video with others so that they can understand that it is a real thing, and it's not you just being pessimistic or over the top or, you know, whatever, but this is a real thing, and the effects are really dramatic. And I'm so grateful. Like, my daughter throws up, but some people go in an anaphylactic shock and they have to be rushed to the ER right then. So we're not in that place at this time, and I'm grateful for that. But for all of you out there, thank you. Thank you for watching, and thank you for sharing, because this is so important. And Megan, why don't you talk a little bit about our app that we have?
Yes, so our app, Allergy Reality, you can buy it on the App Store, and also it's on the Google Play Store. It really teaches principles and things like reading labels and what you can have and what you can't have, safe foods, all of that, and it really will help you and your friends and family too learn about food allergies in an educational way. Our goal, Coral and I, is to just educate and help those with food allergies to feel empowered and feel like they are special, because it is hard, but it can also be a great positive thing, eating healthier, knowing what's going in your body. And we just are so excited. We're going to give you some more videos, and we're really happy that all of you are tuning in. Remember to subscribe, like the video, share it with your friends and your family, especially if people are having trouble understanding your food allergies. We want them to just know that this is a real thing, and we're so happy that you guys watched, and we can't wait to see you soon.